I'm Erin and this is Danny and the littlest member of our family, River. We are making our way around Australia with our home in tow. Subscribe to follow along and keep up to date with our adventures.
So we're just on our way to Hutt Lagoon now. From the distance it's interesting because we're about a couple of k's away and you look up at the cloud and all the clouds are pink. So the reflection off the actual lagoon is making all the clouds pink, which is kind of cool. It's a bit of cloudy today. It's a bit of cloud cover, so generally it's best when there's full sun because you can really see the full pinkness of it. So might wait till there's a bit of a break in the cloud, get a bit of sun, and throw the drone up there and have a bit of a look. Pretty cool car. So pink. You can see it makes a big difference when the clouds are out. The sun really shows up the pink reflection of it. In case you didn't already know, in case you're wondering, the reason why Hutt Lagoon has such a pink colour is because of an algae that grows in there. It actually produces beta-carotene. So that's the same stuff you found in carrots that makes it orange. So that mixed with water makes it go really pink. So it's pretty cool. There must be a lot of that algae in there to make it the whole thing such a pink colour. But it looks cool though.
So that puddle looked pretty shallow. However, when we hit it, the mud below was super soft and we sunk down suddenly, causing me to drop my phone and stop recording. We almost got stuck, however Danny put his foot down and we just made it through. Can we get through or you gotta go back?
We should be able to get through, I reckon. I'll stick up close to the left hand side here up on these reeds. That was hectic.
Are the people behind us still there?
Yeah.
Oh, so they went back?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, I don't think we should be getting through here. Alright, so we came down to have a look at this little track and we stopped. It was all good. Got some photos of the car and then I was like, okay, let's turn around and go back. Danny was like, no, we'll keep going. This track actually goes back out to the main road despite it looking really muddy and not great. And there we are. He's stuck in the mud. River and I have got out and walked through all the mud. Both my thongs snapped, so now we're covered in mud. And Danny's just letting the tyres down to see if he can try get this car out. So we're all muddy. Hey buddy. I know. And Danny's stuck over there.
Tire pressure down, straight out. Bloody good cars, these ones. That was dicey. Got through though, show us your feet. Pretty black. Yeah, so it's just like super sticky, thick mud. I was a bit worried about that. A bit worried we're going to be stuck for a while there, but just dropped the tyre pressures down, and then just nailed it and popped out. So yeah, pretty happy with the vehicle at the moment. No, they're pretty capable little vehicles really, these Cannons, because that was like bloody thick, sticky mud, and standard highway terrain tyres on it too, so soaked.
Well, there was someone right behind us they had a troopy.
Yeah.
And they saw us go through that first big puddle where I was filming, but then I dropped the phone and it cut off.
Yeah.
And they turned around and were like, nah, and they got out of here. They didn't even attempt it. And we got through in the GWM.
Yeah,
so.
Good stuff. How nice is this spot? Just turned up in Kalbarri today. We got a nice waterfront spot here. So this is like obviously a little river running through, and over that way is the ocean. So up over there. And on the way in, looked like there was heaps of nice spots to go check out around here. So really keen. It's a beautiful spot. So it's our second day in Kalbarri. It's been pretty windy and a bit cold. Like, we used to be up north where it was just so warm all the time. Now you come down here, it's starting to get pretty cold. So we're pretty rugged up. But yeah, it's actually a nice afternoon this afternoon. The wind dropped off a bit, so we've actually been able to get out here. So we're come down to like, I think it's called Chinaman's Bay, I think it's called, something like that. I'll double check that and overlay it. But come down here to have a fish, see how we go. I think it's like the bar out there. Pretty bloody rough out there. I think the wind changed direction because it was quite windy closer in earlier on, but now you can see out there it's still super rough. You wouldn't be heading out there today in your boat. It's bloody real rugged.
Oh, it's so little.
Yeah, it's tiny little brim. Tiny little brim. Come back so we can get something a bit bigger. Got like a bit bigger size, but it's just two small ones. What do you get?
Little brim.
Little tiny brim, looks like.
One.
Yeah, heaps of little brim out today.
Yeah.
Put him back, see if we can get something a bit bigger, eh?
So this morning we're headed into Kalbarri National Park. So I'm hoping the sun's going to come out a bit more. It's still a little bit overcast at the moment, but fingers crossed. The wind's dropped off overnight though, so that's really nice. It's so much nicer this morning. The last day or two have just been hectic wind and it's been miserable. We've kind of just been like hiding out in the van. So really excited the weather's looking a little bit better today. So yeah, we're going to the national park. So it's where you see on Instagram, like they have that big skywalk, and they've got a few like lookouts and hikes and things as well.
First stop for the day, we're at the Kalbarri skywalk. So they built these like massive platforms that go hang right out over the gorge. And there's an impressive view up here, right? Yeah, look down there. Very nice.
Yeah, awesome, hey.
So as you can see from that drone footage, it's quite an impressive view from up here on these platforms. So I think they're overhanging by about 150 metres above the ground below, off the edge of the cliff. They just come straight off the side. It's pretty cool. So that river you can see flowing down in between, that's the Murchison River. So it's got like massive beams that are cantilevered way out off the side of the cliff. It's pretty cool.
So the next stop on our list today is the Nature's Window Walk. So it's a 1 kilometre return. I think it's a class 3 hike. So it should be pretty easy and not take too long. Everyone's just stuffing their faces, having a bit of a snack in the car before we head off. So then hopefully this one here will actually walk the kilometre and not have to be carried. Hey.
Yeah, we can only hope.
You gonna walk, River?
So crunching, Daddy. It's so crunching.
How cool is this?
Why so pushing go down where?
It's an epic spot.
It's just like every direction you look, it's just really cool, hey?
Yeah, it's nice.
And you get one foot
So I think the track gets a bit more difficult here by the looks of it. I'm gonna head down this way. So now we're at the Nature's Window. How cool is this? So it's a very popular spot, a lot of people get photos here. You can see why. Like these rocks around here just frame the picture, so yeah, pretty cool.
Dance party in the window.
So you can see there's a trail that actually keeps running right along that ridge. So you can walk all the way along. I think that's called the Loop Trail. I think it's like about 8 k's. And you have to leave before 7 a.m. They close it. I think because probably people, it's too hot and people have actually died and stuff. I was kind of expecting it to be super busy down here. Thought there'd be like a big lineup for, you know, people trying to get photos and stuff. But actually, it's pretty good. There's not really many people around. I noticed that in most places we've been, it's actually been fairly quiet. Like, you go there and there's no one there. It's bloody good, really. Alright, so we're just stopping here, have a bit of lunch before we go on the next spot, which is the Z Bend. So apparently it's meant to be one of the most breathtaking spots in the Kalbarri National Park. It's only about a 1.1 kilometre return walk, I think. That shouldn't be too hard. Almost there. Look out's just ahead. It's already looking pretty good so far. Wow. Very nice. That was definitely another nice spot. Definitely recommend checking that spot out too. Although I reckon the best spot is the Nature's Window, the last spot we're at. I think that's the most picturesque we've seen so far since we've been in Kalbarri National Park. Aaron just found a little snake. Look at that thing. Tiny little snake. Pretty fast too. There's a caravan right there. Snakes just around this tree here. Gotta make sure it doesn't go in the caravan.
His heart was in the tree. He made her in.
Cracker of a day today. Not a cloud in the sky. I think it's like a top of 32 degrees. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to a place called Blue Holes. It's going to be a really nice spot. So we're all set up down here now. Got the Kookaburra out. So it's like a nice little sort of beach area. It's got all these like rock pools you can swim out in. Pretty busy, but you know, that's expected on such a nice day, I guess. I think they're whiting.
Are they?
Yeah, I think there's a few whiting in there. Plenty of little sea life in these rock pools. There's like all these whiting getting around and other sorts of fish. The sea urchin, starfish.
I didn't know there.
Yeah, he's a little one, isn't he?
Big whiting down there, I don't know if you can see it or not. So this place is only like a 5-minute drive from the town. Super close, really accessible, bloody nice, especially when you get a good day like this. It's just beautiful. If you're a keen surfer, there's some bloody nice barrels forming out the back there. Coming down to Rainbow Valley this morning, so I think we're just going to come and walk down here and check out some of these rock formations down the bottom and the cliff edges. Okay, Rainbow Valley done, and now we're going to check out Natural Bridge. So while we're at Rainbow Valley, there's a place right beside it called Pot Alley. I noticed that as you drove past, the entry to it was blocked by police cars, and they had a roadblock, and I was like, oh okay, that's a bit weird, something's happening there. As I was flying the drone around, we sort of flew a bit over that direction from Rainbow Valley, and we could see like there was a car like had driven off the cliff, and it was like, I didn't go too close to it, but you can see it in the footage. I'll probably have a look later on the computer and see if you can see a bit more. I didn't want to get too close in case, I don't know, it wasn't meant to be or something. But yeah, so that's not very good. Someone's obviously had a bit of a mishap there. Wow, how cool is this? Looks epic, eh? Look at that. How nice. You can see down there how clear the water is as well. See all the rocks through the water down there. Epic spot.
So this one is Natural Bridge. As you can see, the water has worn away the underneath rock, leaving a bridge at the top. Eventually it'll wear the whole way through and end up like the other island rock.
Epic coastline along here, eh? So much like cool places to see now, Kalbarri. Definitely recommend coming to Kalbarri. Awesome. So one of the locals here comes down and feeds the pelicans here every single morning. You can see them all waiting over there. So they know exactly where she pulls up in her car. So they sit there waiting. And there's like a big actual ring they've made, I'll show over here. Big ring where everyone sits. And then the pelicans come in there and she feeds them. People can sit there and watch. Throw it, River. Throw it.
Now this is our Australian pelican. There, go on. Good boy.
That's a good little activity people come down to do. Something a bit different. But they've been doing it since like the late 1970s because one of the restaurant owners here was actually used to clean his fish down here and give it to the pelicans. That's what started it. And then now volunteers do it every single day.
So we've just got to Red Bluff Lookout, so we're going to go for a little walk along here and have a look at the view down the bottom. It's about, I think it says about 1 kilometre return to the lookout.
As you can see, it's a bit windy up here today. Beautiful spot though, you got 360-degree views of the whole area. So up over there is Kalbarri, the town. You can probably just see the town there. So that's Red Bluff Beach down there. You can drive along and drive up to these rocks here. You can also go fishing off here. It's supposed to be pretty good fishing off those rocks there. Saw a few people there this morning fishing. So it's time to say goodbye to Kalbarri today. What a good spot it's been here. There is lots to see and lots to do. Definitely worth coming here. I think it's like a really good spot. They do get some adverse weather at times. Like last year, apparently they had like a massive cyclone came through and destroyed like, or damaged 70% of all the buildings. So when you drive through town, you can see like all these buildings that have like either new roofs or they're being reconstructed. So yeah, but otherwise a really nice spot. So next we're on to Monkey Mia, so keen as for that. I went there once when I was 7 years old, so I don't think I remember much of it, but yeah, really keen to see it. So yeah, catch us on the next one.